What up? Yo, what up? Yo, we back.
What up? What up?
We back from the little break we had to pay some bills. You know
Yeah.
how it is. But we back again.
Hold on.
What happened?
We on YouTube. We ain't paying no bills yet. We ain't paying no bills yet.
Why you?
We just had to go to the bathroom. We had to take us a fat break. Let's just keep it real.
I had to. Let's say I had to make a deposit.
Exactly. We wasn't paying no. We paid the water bill, but we didn't pay the bill.
We had to make a deposit.
There we go.
So yeah, we back, man, and so yeah, we just coming at y'all. We got questions of the night, and let's go on to the next question.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hook that up.
All right, so somebody asked me, and I don't know why they ask me this every time. Somebody asked me, what made me decide to be a comedian, and where did I get the name Big Baby
That's
from?
one question I've been wanting to ask your ass a long damn time. Where the hell did Big Baby come from?
Hey man,
I'm just saying.
I'm saying Big Baby was homegrown. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's actually a cool story, man. I was, if you can believe it or not, I used to be a bouncer at a nightclub. You know, I know it's hard to believe. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Not even a little bit.
No.
Okay. I used to be a bouncer in a nightclub in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And on Monday nights, they had comedy going on there. And the guy who used to run it, his name was Uncle Real talented comedian. He was a player for real. And
shout out to Uncle Red.
Yeah, for real.
We're going to see you this summer, Uncle Red.
For real. Shout out to Uncle Real, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I used to see all these comedians come through. And I'm talking about comedians that have made it big for real, man. I'm talking about like D. Ray Davis and Corey Holcomb and Ari Spears. You know what I'm saying? And what's Deion Cole. You know, I used to see all these comedians come through. And man, I got really, really hyped about it. So I went up to him one night after the comedy show. And I was like, yo, man, people always tell me I'm funny, man. Why don't you put me on stage? He was like, for real, you want to be down? I said, yeah, I want to at least try. He was like, all right, next week, I'll give you 3 minutes. That's what they was giving up and coming comics back then. 3 minutes to prove yourself. Okay? So the next week, man, I remember it like it was yesterday, man. As a matter of fact, I got my anniversary coming up. The 4th of July was when I went on stage for the first time. I got my anniversary coming up. We'd be, 15 years in comedy this 4th of July. So the roast is on again this year. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to that in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
The roast is real, for real. You know? So I went up, that next week came out, man, I was so nervous. You talking about the middle of summer in Chicago, a nigga had on his 3-piece suit. I was hot as hell. I was styling, but I was hot as hell. You know what I'm saying? I went on stage, you know what I'm saying? Before,
what was you thinking?
I don't know. I thought that's what comics were. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, you go back old school, you look at Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Sinbad used to wear something nice on stage. I don't know what the hell they wearing now. We'll get into that in a minute too.
Yeah.
So before I went on stage, he was like, all right, dog, you up next. He was like, you up first. Up and coming comedians, man. When you first start on stage, you go on first. Okay? Nobody wants to go on first. Nobody. Okay? So he said, you gonna go on first. He said, what we gonna call you? I was like, call me Tyrone. He was like, that's your stage name? I said, what you mean by stage name? Mind you, I'm new to the game. I don't know what the hell a stage name is. I don't know none of that. He said, don't even worry about it. I got you. So he didn't even tell me my name. I didn't know what my stage name was going to be until he called me on stage. You know what I'm saying? And he hyped me up so large. You know what I'm saying? It was so tight. And he called my name for the first time. And that was the first time I ever heard Big Baby. You know what I'm saying? And I got on stage and I kid you not, I was shaking. You know what I'm saying? But I got on stage, killed it for 3 minutes. First night on stage, got a standing ovation. Boom. Big Baby was born. There it is.
There it is.
There it is right there.
There it is.
That's how I got started. But
that's what we say back home a whole lot. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
And don't trip, man, because I put I paid my dues, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Even though I thought, you know, and dog, I thought I was the man that day, and I had to humble myself You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got a standing ovation. Everybody should be putting me on their show. You know what I'm saying? Man, please. I got treated worse than a freshman going to high school.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I did every hole in the wall comedy show that ever was, man. You know what I'm saying? Begging the host to put me on the show. You know what I'm saying? One time I had to pay one of the hosts to put me on the show. That's how hard I had it in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And I paid my dues. You know what I'm saying? I paid my dues, so I put the work in.
What started me doing it, I was 17, and I was always known to making my family laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't singing, if I wasn't dancing, I was cracking jokes on my family. And it just happened that way. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to have me in clubs with her, you know, cracking jokes and stuff with people in the, you know what I'm saying, in the bar, you know. Mind you, I wasn't drinking. I wasn't doing none of that. I'm 17. You know what I'm saying? So she wasn't going to let me do that. But that's where it all started from. You know what I'm saying? And then it just grew from there for me. Then after that, you know what I'm saying, doing their local stuff. Then I moved to California. When I went to California, had some friends of mine who told me about the Ontario Improv. So I went to the Ontario Improv and I did a show. I did an open mic. And the first night I did the open mic, you know what I'm saying, the person who was running it came and said, I want you to do some shows with me. I was like, okay, cool. Then after that, it turned to, I want you to host the open mic show. Bet, you know, not a problem. And so it took off, my career at that point took off from there. And I was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it's no better feeling in the world to me to make people laugh. I'm serious. I wake up trying to make somebody laugh. That's just it, you know. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? But through it all, just like you stated again, through it all, I stay humble. And that's one of the biggest things I hear. Let me tell y'all up and come so-and-so something right fast. Because I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying to be a born again Christian.
I got church people that work.
Right, exactly. Okay, so I'm trying to be a reformed Christian. But let me tell y'all up and coming. Ooh, I want to cuss y'all so bad.
Don't cuss them out. Like, semi cuss them out.
Yeah, I'm just going. Let me tell y'all, dirty MFers. You know what the ML stand for.
Right.
Let me tell y'all something real fast, bro. One of the biggest things in that really pisses me off about y'all is the fact that y'all don't know how to humble yourself. You want to sit up and you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to throw jabs and you want to throw blows and you want to go on social media and you want to dog out people who's already been in this industry for a long ass time. You just getting started. Nobody even know you.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows you.
Nobody knows you.
You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest things that really had irritated my nerves, it had got up under my skin so bad, was because I had a beef with this one cat. And before we got into this beef, I was trying to there was a show that we were doing together called the Men at Large Show.
Is it the same cat that you had a beef with that I also had
the beef with? Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I was actually, you know what I'm saying? I actually gave you a platform to perform yourself. You and respond. This comedian turned around in response and tells me, I shot your show down because I didn't want to work for 15 people. I wanted to go in front of a bigger crowd. But you went in front of a bigger crowd and you ain't even get paid.
You're not even worth a bigger crowd, though. I'm sorry.
We was paying you.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? But you saying that you went in front of a bigger crowd, you big ass the crowd, really. But you want to sit up here and say you was going to get big, you want to go in front of a bigger crowd. You went in front of a bigger crowd and you didn't even get paid for it. You went and got you a hot 5 minutes just so people can see your face, versus you going to work for 15 people, as you put it, which was way more than 15 people, but you go to work for 15 people on a show that you could have got fed and paid off of. The place you went to work for didn't even want to buy you a soda. You had to pay for your own everything. Plus, they ain't putting no money in your pocket. At least that was something that I was doing. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Or it's something that we was doing, because this was our thing that we was putting together. Yep. And by the way, Not Your Mamas, we will be back in the full effect again. Trust that. We're working out that too for y'all. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things about y'all. When y'all get into this game, yeah, you might be hot right now. But here's the deal. If you jumping on everybody's show and you trying to be on everybody's ticket, I don't care if it's open mic, I don't care if it's a book gig, I don't care what it is. If you trying to jump on everybody's show, I can guarantee you within 6 months to a year, they're going to get tired of you. Trust me when I tell you, they're going to get tired of seeing your face. Then they're going to stop coming out. You know what I'm saying? Then the promoters ain't gonna want to promote you anymore because ain't nobody following you. Your friends who follow you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that crap. If you posting your videos up there, why do they have to come to the show to see you?
I'm not understanding.
Why am I pay my money to come and see you
Why
when
would
I
I
can
do that?
just watch what you did tonight on show? I'm gonna tell you something real. My mama was the one who told me that. Why you gonna keep putting your videos up on Facebook? You want people to come out to see your shows. Why, if you gonna put your videos up on Facebook, ain't no reason for me to come and see it, because I can just wait till you put it on Facebook and I can see it there. So
much.
therefore, y'all just need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of y'all sitting up here trying to get a big head because you done did a couple of shows and you probably did a couple of shows and probably had a couple of people laughing, or then you done got offered a couple of gigs that probably paid you like $30 or $50 here. So what? It don't even make a difference. You know what I'm saying? That's chump change in this game. That is completely chump change. I understand you got to crawl before you can walk, and that's good. But let me put it to you like this right here, though. If you were to stay humble, that $30, $50 could turn to $100, $150, $300, $350, $550, even $1,000. But your attitude sucks so bad that don't nobody want to work with you. Think about it. That's all I'm gonna say. Think about it.
Think about it. I mean, and you know what I'm saying? My thing is, you know what I'm saying, just to address the young man that we had beef with that time.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, I'm not even understanding why me and you even had beef, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that on the real, because the first time I even met that dude, you know what I'm saying, I came to him with some really great advice, you know what I'm saying? And he was new to the comedy scene and didn't want to take my advice, and then he been throwing me beef ever since. Not understanding. So if I come for you, I'm coming for you not because I think I'm the bomb. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming for you because your attitude sucks. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who knows me knows that I ain't never came at nobody like that. I'm probably one of the most humblest brothers you ever know in this game. You know what I'm saying? So your beef is irrelevant at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, if you still want to get down on the stage, I mean, I will humbly, you know, entertain that. You know what I'm saying? People still waiting for that one anyway.
Triple G Entertainment is always looking for some new challenges.
Looking for that anyway. You know what
We
I'm saying?
always looking for that on Triple G Entertainment.
All y'all, man, just you know what I'm saying. If y'all want to be something out there as far as the entertainment business, man, I don't care if you're a comedian, a singer, or a promoter, man. Put the work in. I see people out there putting the work in all the time, and they deserve what they get. Shout out to Marlon Taylor, man. Shout out to Marlon Taylor. Shout out to Aisha Renee. Shout out to Brandon B House, man. I'm trying to figure this dude.
Where he came from.
I'm not even understanding.
Wait, let me tell y'all about B House though. Hold up. Wait.
I'm just saying though, but
B came out of nowhere.
He like the
behind the scene Quincy Jones, if you will.
He like the light skinned Jermaine Dupri.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell y'all how I met B House silly ass though. We was working at this club. I'm not gonna mention the name because guess what, hamster, you don't deserve that praise. Anyway, I met him the first night. And he was like, yo, you funny as hell, dude. I want to work with you. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got these little shows, one out that I've been putting together, this, that, and the third. I was like, all right, bet. Me hearing that so much, I'm just sitting up here like, man, that's just another person blowing smoke. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm like, that's another dude blowing smoke, whatever. Then all of a sudden, like a month later, I'm run up on him again at the same place. And the whole night, we in the back where all the comics supposed to be chilling. And the only thing he keeps saying is, Sincere, I've been looking for you. I've been looking for you. And I'm sitting up here like, man, I've been looking for you too. Because I remember the conversation that we had at first. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? They were like, you guys are too loud. You know what I'm saying? So he walks outside.
Right.
Myself, B House, and Girl King. Shout out to Girl King. We go outside and B House was telling me, he was like, dude, I've been looking for you for so long because I got all these shows that I got. And I wanted you on them. I wanted you on every. I was like, what? He's like, yes, I have been looking. I've been asking everybody, do you know Sincere? Do you know Sincere? And everybody was like, no, I don't know. I'm like, okay, well, look, take my number down this goddamn time because I ain't finna lose you this time. And he was a man of his word. He came through with, you know what I'm saying? He came through with several shows for me, like back to back, honestly. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, I got this show coming. I want you on it. I got this show. Pretty much the whole, what was that, 2013?
Right.
Practically, it was all
Was
B
that
House and Mellow B.
2013?
It was 2013, kid.
It wasn't 2012?
It was 2012. I was in Nashville.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I was.
You sure?
Positive.
Was it
The
2013?
first time that you and I met, B House, when you watch this here, take us back to the Comedy Connect,
I'm
the
trying to think
Chicago
about
Connection.
the first time we met.
It
Well, I
was-
met B House though.
You probably met B House before 2012 because
Probably.
I met B House at the end. No, I met him at the beginning of 2000. No, I met him at like the middle part of 2013, and then we just went kicking it from there. Then we set up to do some shows for 2014
Right.
because 2014 was the Chicago Connection show.
Ah.
So that's how we, you know what I'm saying, that's how we
2014 was the comedy.
2014 was the Comedy Connection.
You
Man,
see
you
what-
done missed the whole year. What
You
what
see-
you been doing? Sleeping?
I'm not understanding.
Like you must went on the hibernation mode or something
I
around
can't
this.
even remember.
Because I remember all these days, man, because they all significant to me. Because this was at the time that B House actually brought me out to see. He actually introduced me to Mellow B when Mellow B was at the Sochu House. Then I started working with Mellow B, and then B House kept things coming for me too. You know what I'm saying, within the shows and whatnot. So everything was just starting to fall into place. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started meeting Mike Dapper, Day Day. What's that crazy Steve Jenkins? I'm from Chicago.
I'm
from Chicago.
I'm from Chicago, man.
Yeah, they killed Patrick. They killed Patrick. I'm from Kilpatrick, but they killed Patrick. So that's where I met him. I met Trey James. The list goes on and on and on and on and on when I started meeting people through B House. B House is how I met August O'Neill. How I met Aziza Jokes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I ran through all these cats
Met a lot of comedians, man.
through B House. You know what I'm saying? That's one of I gotta give him credit no matter what nobody wanna say or what nobody wanna do. B House do put on some great B House do put on some great shows.
For all y'all that don't know who B House is,
Put them out there.
that's
Put 'em
B
out there.
House.
Put them out there.
Mr. King, check your inbox.
I need all the comedians to check their inbox
Check
about
your
the sound.
inbox.
You got to make sure you put them eyes down. Check your inbox because I got a show coming up. If you on the line, I need you to be there at a certain time. Don't be running late. I don't want y'all running late, man. No,
Man.
I can't never tell when B House is sober or he's straight because he looked the same way when he drunk or he's sober. B House, you up?
B House is always high and drunk. B House, the only promoter I know that put 30 comedians on one show.
No, he ain't. No, he's not.
Who else do that?
DJ Bobby Mellow B Johnson. Oh, that because he tried to open up a door for every single. He wants to open doors up for the comedians too. You see what I'm saying? And so when he does it, when he do his open mics, it's only his open mics though. It's not his book gig. When it's booked, it's just booked. You know what I'm saying? He picking 6 and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But when it's open mic, he got that open for everybody. He started at 8. We don't leave until 2. And half the time we sit up telling jokes to one another because the crowd that got so tired, man, we got to work in the morning. We still got jokes to tell. Sit on down. Which way, where y'all going? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I got to shout both of them bros out. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Mellow B. Shouts out to B House. Because like I said before, and I said again, the two of y'all is the reason why my career out here in Arizona has went further in Arizona before. You know what I'm saying? Because before I met y'all, I wasn't doing it like this. But now that since I met you two, I owe you guys a lot because you guys did help me to push my career in Arizona to another level. So, and to all y'all comics too, I can't leave none of y'all out. If I get to name it, I'm gonna name way too many of y'all. And I ain't got time.
It's too many of y'all to begin with, man. It's too many of y'all to begin with. Man, it's a lot of great comments out there, man. For real, you know. So, next question.
It's yours, man.
Nah, I just did mine.
Oh, you ain't had number one?
Oh, well, I did have one, but I don't know if it's appropriate for this video. Shit.
Oh Lord.
I'm not saying how many you got another one?
Oh, I ain't got no more.
I don't. What you mean you ain't got no?
I ain't got no more. I gave you my 2. What happened to where we been? What happened? Well, I gave you 3. Where we been? What happened to my partner? And didn't I give you 3? It wasn't 2 that I gave.
You didn't give me then.
I said both of them. Yeah. Where we been? What happened to my partner?
Right.
And women looking for good men. I gave you all 3 of them.
Huh?
You must want paying attention. How the hell he gonna be sitting next to me sleep?
But he didn't say that there was questions though. He just started blabbering.
Yeah, because you ain't supposed to say, okay, I have another question. No,
What? That's how talk shows work. You see what type of season this gonna be.
Season 2 gonna be real shallow. But look, on this page though, it's pretty much, we're gonna have a whole lot going on. We're gonna have feature guests. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our videos that we're gonna be posting when we do our shows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a whole lot that's gonna be in tune to specifically our new show and specifically towards us and anybody who actually comes on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm calling every last one of y'all out. August O'Neill, Marlon Taylor, comedian T-Rail, Brandon B. House, Bobby Mello B, Mike D. Dapper, Day, Adam Lark, Mikey Bones, Arthur Hamilton, Trey James, Paul Arnold, Joe Cooper. I'm calling all y'all out. DJ Private. Matter of fact, even I'm going so far to even say this. Even our manager of Triple G Entertainment, Greg, I'm calling you out too. I'm calling everybody out on this one. Season 2, we finna do this real big.
LP.
LP, you got to come through, bro. You coming through. Ain't no got to.
You ain't got no choice. You really ain't got no choice.
You coming. I don't care how busy you are. You coming.
Wait, I remember something I was gonna ask you. Did you ever get any more information about that racist dude that got kicked off the stage?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Tell me about that.
All right. So what happened was, thus far, when he got on stage, his set was like a minute and a half. He jumps on stage, and I think he jumped on stage after Trey James, if I'm not mistaken. And when he got on stage, he called Trey James Predator. Shouts out to Trey James, because that's what kicked it all off. And then everything, then everything after that, he was just basically just saying, he was just spitting out racist stuff. I saw the video, and he wasn't funny. Right. You know what I'm saying? The crowd was just like, boo, get him off, next comic, please. This is literally what they were saying. Wow. Boo, next comic, please, get him off. And then they actually had to come on and pull the plug on him. And when he was walking off, the crowd went crazy. And the MC had said something after he walked off, like, that's finna be a lonely walk home. I hate to be you when you go outside. So they walked him to the back. He can never perform at the Improv or Stand Up Live again.
Do we have a name?
I don't have his name. That was one night, brother, whoever you are, that was one night you should be glad I wasn't there.
You should be glad we weren't there.
I would have told them to let you stick around just so I could have roasted you to death. Man. My whole set would have been about you. I can promise you that. I'm known for that. Ask my boy The Situation. I'm known for that. I love comics like that, because the fact of the matter, they have no integrity. They have no sense of style. They don't even have a simple thought of their own. Everything that they're getting is because someone else told it to them, or someone told them, oh, that'd be funny. And the crazy part about it, bro, you was making fun of black folks. You try to make something funny about Mexicans, or Hispanics, if you will. Let me make that PC. You was trying to make fun about Hispanics, but all you were saying about them was that they're good with gardening work. But you were really trying to shoot at.
They are really good.
Yeah, they are.
Let me just put that out there. They are really good.
And the Mexican food is off the chain.
I got landscaping. They do really good with that. Yeah. I mean, you know, saying no racism intended, but y'all do some really good work.
I do for you. I do for you. I do for you. I do for you. $50. I do for you.
See, that was a Chinese accent. That wasn't even a.
Well, no, because when they say I do for you, I do for you. That what I do for you. Not him. I do for you. Okay, because he'll give you a deal, won't give me the deal. He'll cut your yard about $6, but he gonna charge me the whole $120, and our yard the same size.
You probably because you darker than I am.
Ain't that?
I'm close to their color. You. For real. Man, but couple things again coming up. Next couple shows coming up.
Yeah.
Got the show next week for the fundraiser, Laugh for a Cause. That actually is going to be held at my church called the Message Church over on 4100 East Broadway Road, Phoenix, Arizona. Come out. The show starts at 6 o'clock.
Message.
Again, people on that show will be my boy and partner Sincere, Aziza Jokes, and Andrew Cooper III, and the headlining mistress will be Aisha Renee. So come on out and see that show. That show is free. You know what I'm saying? Just bring your hearts with you. You know what I'm saying?
How the hell my head is lighter than my face?
That don't make no sense.
I'm saying, look at that. My face is dark and my head is lighter than my.
Just stop.
Am
Just
I getting
stop.
vitiligo?
Just what? That would help if you did. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing in your case.
Okay, this is the time that all Christians need to turn off the screen. Get off the channel. All Christians cut. All Christians.
I'm just saying though. I mean, all I'm saying is how vitiligo will help you with your skin complexion is the way crack will help me with my weight. I don't see a problem with crack. I really don't. What exactly is the problem? I mean, because if I could, I mean, think about that, man. They was snorting that stuff like it was bubble gum back in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s.
But you can't find a good crackhead. No more.
You can't find. I'm talking about that good white cocaine. I don't want none of that other stuff. Yeah. I'm talking about good white cocaine. Something that'll keep me hyper and slim me down.
You want some of that good what's my man name? You want some of that good blue magic. That's what you look for.
I don't want the blue. That's heroin.
Same thing?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
It'll give you the same effect. It'll help you lose weight.
Heroin has a little bit more addictive factors in it.
True, but it'll help you lose weight.
Nah, I mean, but I'm sorry. And to be perfect, and let me just clarify: heroin and cocaine do not.
They don't go together.
They do not help you lose weight. You don't lose weight by snorting the cocaine or shooting up the heroin. It's all the walking you do to go get the cocaine and the heroin. See, it's a mind.
You know what I'm trying to understand about y'all weed smokers, because I'm trying to figure out how the hell y'all can be smoking weed but ain't gaining no weight. Weed supposed to give you the munchies. Ain't that what it's supposed to be for?
That's what it's supposed to be.
Last time I heard, because growing up, anytime you see somebody smoking weed after they got through, they were home. Look at Cheech and Chong. Look, Harold Kumar. You know what I'm saying?
Like
they got hot, and that's what I'm talking about. So I'm trying to figure out, because y'all don't eat nothing. Y'all smoke like crazy, but y'all don't eat the damn thing.
That don't make no sense. So
ain't gaining no weight.
None. None. Because I'm still trying to figure out why Marlon Taylor the same size he is now.
And I know he smoked a whole tree.
No, he smokes, man.
He ain't smoking leaves. He got branches.
Him and B House, man. I'm not understanding.
Yeah, they smoke together. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, you know.
Okay.
I mean, y'all should be thinking y'all should be, you know. I'm just saying, y'all in a good place in y'all life.
Did you see his video? Skinny dudes fight.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was one of the funniest things I seen. Man, I died laughing at Martin on that video. Man. I said that dude is so stupid. I was like, what the hell?
When skinny dudes fight a big dude, right?
Yeah. And he sit up there, he sit up and he was just basically like everything, he was pretty much mimicking like, man, why you gonna come out now? I tell you what, come back later on when the sun go down, we can go ahead and do it. Then he was trying to sit up there and come with every excuse. My favorite one when he would sit up there and told the boy, he said, hey, what's that dude? So look, he said, I'm about to fire off on you right now. That was one of the funniest ones. I was at work when I watched that video and I was screaming when I saw that part.
Man.
He said, what's that right there, dude? See, I could have fired off on you right then, man.
Dude, I was weak at that whole video.
Oh my God, Marlon, you ain't got no sense,
no
man.
sense whatsoever, man.
Lord.
It's been real for episode. What's season 2?
Season 2
kickoff.
Yeah.
We thank y'all for checking it out.
Thank
and
you
again,
so
y'all don't have to wait till the next showtime to send y'all questions. Just go ahead and send them in.
Inbox us. Cedric Watson on Facebook. Tyrone Big Baby Right on Facebook.
Or actually, yeah. Tyrone comedian. Is it Tyrone?
No, I think it's Tyrone Big
Oh,
Baby
let me
Right.
check. That don't make no sense.
This is damn shame. We both got to
That
go
don't
on
make
this
no
damn
sense.
thing here and look.
I don't even know
At your
what my
name.
Facebook is.
That's
right
a
now.
crying shame. I
What
wouldn't
is
even
my
tell
Facebook
nobody.
right
this.
now? Okay, it's Tyrone comedian Big Baby Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Check me out. And my is going to be on both our YouTube pages. Mine is Quit Hating Big Baby 1, all lowercase.
Mine is Sincere Page. So
There it is. We're going to get out of here, man, because
subscribe, like, favorite, leave comments, everything.
do all that, man, for real. I'm about to get out of here. And in the words of my girl Aisha Renee, I'm about to power punch the piss out some chicken because I'm hungry as hell. We're about to get out of here.
I ain't gonna power punch no chicken. I'm going down there and power punch McDonald's. You know they got them triple cheeseburgers for $2.
No, yeah, the triple cheeseburger.
Yeah, they be on point
Yeah,
too.
they be
Give me
on
a couple
point.
of them and large
Couple them,
fries.
Shamrock Shake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Bad.
QT, y'all need to start planning to bring back the bacon shake too,
The
man.
bacon shake?
Yeah, boy.
Why would you want a bacon shake?
I can take it. You ain't never had one.
I've never had a bacon.
Oh,
That's
one of the pleasures of being big. Yeah.
is that a
Yeah.
pleasure?
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
That is, it
I don't think
is
that's-
so delicious.
I don't think you're supposed to eat a shake with
Yeah,
bacon.
no, 'cause what they do is they break it up. You know what I'm saying? You know what? We're gonna talk about this off camera because we don't need to let nobody know about it.
Why would you
It's like
use bacon in
it's bacon, like bacon pieces, like bacon,
like bacon bits.
some like bacon bits, but it's actual real bacon. It's not that phony stuff that
So they crumble up the bacon
Mhm.
and mix it in the shake.
and mix it in the shake, and it is so delicious.
Why would you?
Oh, it is so.
You know you just showed your weight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But I ain't worried though. I bet y'all ain't gonna want to fight though. Y'all ain't gonna fight though.
Shout out to Aziza Jokes.
I'm serious. I'm sitting up here now. I got a vision of Aziza butt naked with some Jordans on and a bacon shake in her hand. We out, y'all. We out.
Yeah, shout out to your fiance. Yanni, I had nothing to do with that. Again, we out of here. I've been your
We
boy,
out,
Big
y'all.
Baby.
Yeah, y'all be easy now.
Peace.
Hey.